welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Mackenzie. I'm 27. I live in Indiana with my husband Brock and our two cats Luna and Thor. Today I'm coming at you guys with a video of some Christmas books that I'm recommending to you to read if you're a book girly like I am and you love Christmas books and Christmas movies and Christmas time. This video is the video for you. Also, I'm going to be putting this out fairly early. I think I'm gonna make this video go up literally in the next couple days. That way you can add these books to your Christmas wish list and maybe you'll get them sooner and you can read them during the holiday season. I love reading Christmas books during the holiday season. I started reading my first Christmas book at the beginning of November. My house has been decorated for Christmas since literally October 28th. Let's get into the video, and here are some Christmas books that I recommend. Alright, so far I have read 3 Christmas books. It is currently November 24th. Happy late Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. I read 3 books so far. The first one that I read was Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. This is a new book that just came out this year. It's so good. So Wreck the Halls is about a guy and a girl. Their moms were in a band together when they were little. Like, they conceived at the same time. So I think the kids are only like a couple months apart, honestly. The daughter's name is Melody and the son's name is Beat. So Beat, Melody goes together, you know what I mean? The moms had like a big drama with the band and they broke up, and then the first time that Beat and Melody met was when they were 16, and it has stuck with Melody like for years. Like, they're in their 30s at this point and they met like 14 years prior, and they finally meet each other again because this casting agent is wanting to reunite the moms. Like, they're wanting to reunite the band because one of the songs has gone viral online, battling their feelings for each other and like their attraction for each other. Like, Beat has always been in the spotlight in the like crowd, like everybody loved him, and then people didn't really like Melody that much. They were like, you know, about her looks and all this stuff. So this book essentially just like goes through their relationship. Oh, my aunt's calling me. Okay, my aunt is coming, so I'm gonna have to finish this video later because I'm supposed to go Black Friday shopping with her. But really quickly, I also read Bright Lights Big Christmas by Mary Kay Andrews. This book is about a family who owns a Christmas tree farm in Carolina, and they take their Christmas trees to New York every year and they sell them. The dad usually goes with the son, but the dad had a heart attack, so now the sister has to go, and it's her first time going since she's been really little. And it's basically like her journey in New York. She meets this man, he has a son, they start getting feelings for each other. Honestly, it's like very fast paced. Like, the relationship escalates like within a couple weeks, which I was like, that's really fast, but you know, whatever. It's magic, it's Christmas time, they're in New York, but it's really, really cute. And there's a really nice like story about an old man who like they think is homeless, but he's actually not. I don't know, it feels like a Hallmark movie, to be honest. Like, Mary Kay Andrews always has like really good Hallmark movie vibes to her books. So I really recommend this one. I just got done reading Window Shopping. I finished this last night. It was a really, really good one. This is probably my favorite one so far, if I'm being honest. It's super short, like a really small, like quick, easy read. It's about this girl who is like an ex-convict. Basically, she just gets out of prison. She was in there for 4 years, and you kind of like learn about her story throughout the book. She's in front of this store called Vivint. She sees like the window display. It's not really her vibe, and this man approaches her and is like, hey, what do you think about the window display? And she basically just like outright tells him like, I think it's terrible. And he's like, well, how about I hire you on like a trial basis and you can do the window. That ends up being the guy that owns the like store. She's getting her second chance at life. She's trying to figure out like her footing in the real world after coming out of prison for so long, and she's just like navigating all this stuff. And then she starts to fall for Aiden, the guy who basically hired her. He's like the owner of the store, like the CEO, and he has his own drama with his family and their expectations of him and all this stuff. And then she has this girl that comes into the picture. Her name is Nicole. She's like her old friend that she got in trouble with, and she's trying to figure out how to like distance herself from her, and she just gets really anxious about it every time that the girl's brought up. So Stella is the main girl. It's basically about Stella's story, and she's just trying to navigate life outside of prison and how to like just keep her relationships at a distance and how to like better her relationships. She also has a very strained relationship with her parents, so she's anxious about that, but it's a really good book as well. I'm back. So these next books that I'm going to show you, I have not read yet, but it's on my to-read list for the rest of this month and all of next month up until Christmas, and then I'll go back to my normal books. This one is called The Mistletoe Pact by Jo Levitt. On Christmas Eve 8 years ago, Evie and Dan made a pact. If they weren't married by 30, they were going to marry each other. Of course, neither of them took it seriously, even if Dan has always been mesmerized by Evie's beautiful smile, and Evie has always fancied Dan, her best friend's brother. So this seems like it's gonna be like a friends to lovers trope, which I love. That's like my favorite kind of a book. So that's all I'm gonna say about this one. And I'm gonna go really, really quickly through these new books because I haven't read them, so I can't really tell you about them. But that's a little bit about what the Mistletoe Pack is about. Okay, this one, I really just loved the cover. Christmas lights are my favorite thing. This is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, and it is described as pure, irresistible magic from start to finish from Emily Henry, which she is one of my favorite authors. So if she likes this book, I'm sure I'm gonna like it. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but not for Maylin Jones. She's living with her parents, hates her going nowhere job, and has just made a romantic error of epic proportions. But worst of all, this is the last Christmas May will be at her favorite place in the world, the snowy Utah cabin where she and her family have spent their holidays every year since she was born, along with 2 other beloved families. Mentally melting down as she drives away from the cabin for the final time, she throws out what she thinks is a simple plea to the universe. Please, show me what will make me happy. The next thing she knows, tires screech and metal collides. Everything goes black. But when May gasps awake, she's on an airplane bound for Utah, where she begins the same holiday all over again. With one hilarious disaster after another sending her back to the plane, May must figure out how to break free of the strange time loop and finally find her true love under the mistletoe. This sounds like a movie that I watched. I can't think of the movie, but the girl kept dying over and over and over again, and she had to figure out what she was supposed to do before she died. Interesting. Blame It on the Mistletoe by Beth Garrett. That's just a cute cover. I like it. I like that it's pink. So it says, when Elle and Holly switch places, will they find all they want for Christmas? Elle is a social media star with the hashtag Dream Life, or so it seems. Determined to shake up her content and gain new followers, she's on a mission. Can she find a British fan to swap houses with for the holidays? Holly loves everything about Christmas, but after a mortifying mistletoe disaster with her ex, her perfect plans unravel like a bad Christmas sweater. Can she save the season by leaving Britain to switch places with her favorite social media influencer? This seems fun. I might read this one. Next. I honestly have not read the back covers of any of these books for probably about a year because Brock got me a lot of these books during Christmas last year. He gave them to me for Christmas. So this one is called Holiday Romance by Catherine Walsh. Molly and Andrew are just trying to get home to Ireland for the holidays when a freak snowstorm grounds their flight. Nothing romantic has ever happened between them. They're friends and that's all. But once a year for the last 10 years, Molly has spent 7 hours and 15 minutes sitting next to Andrew on the last flight before Christmas from Chicago to Dublin, drinking terrible airplane wine and catching up on each other's lives. This is definitely a friends to lovers. I'm excited for this one. Okay, so that's one stack. And then I have a whole stack right here. So altogether, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 15 Christmas books. That's just not physically possible to read 15 Christmas books. I can't do it. I'm just going to kind of read you guys the covers of these because I truly don't think that I'm going to get to any of these this season. But if you're interested, I'll just show you the cover, and that's basically it because this video is going to get really, really long. So this one is called Through the Snow Globe by Annie Raines. This book is about a physical therapist and her fiance got hit and was very critically injured when a car hit him as he was biking home from the toy store that he owns and manages. And so then she finds a snow globe in the closet or something and shakes it and gets a visit from a mysterious friend, and then she's suddenly put back to the morning of when her fiance got hit. So she has to basically stop the accident from happening. Okay, with Love from Cold World, I've read about this a couple times. It's based in Orlando, Florida. It's at a theme park or something, and they work here. And then they have to figure out how to get more foot traffic to come in, so these two pair together. They're total opposites. It's the grumpy guy meets the sweet girl type of trope. I got this because the Ariana Grande song, she sings just like magic. This is by Sarah Hogel. This says, the holidays were never her thing until she unwittingly summons the holiday spirit before her very eyes. Betty Hughes once knew the comfort of luxury, flaunting a collection of designer purses in an inevitable dream home in Hawaii. That was before she lost all of her money. Long obsessed with her public image, Betty boasts an extravagant lifestyle on social media, but the reality is Betty is broken squatting in Colorado and her family has no idea. Okay, this one is called Christmas at Silver Falls by Jenny Hale. Ever since Scarlett Bailey was a little girl, White Oaks Inn has been at the heart of her Christmas. Each holiday, her grandma fills the old-fashioned hotel with scents of cinnamon and chocolate, but this year will be the last Christmas there, unless she can convince a handsome, successful property developer to invest in her beloved inn. So this is basically like every single Hallmark movie we have ever seen. The girl's gonna try to save the inn. The guy coming from big New York City is gonna come in and try to, make it into like a big hotel and get rid of the charm, and then they're gonna end up falling in love. That's what's gonna happen in that book. A Very Merry Manhattan Christmas by Darcy Bolin. I literally picked this up and I liked it because of the cover. This says, will friendship become something more? Lucy hates Christmas. It's the time of year when everything goes wrong in her life, so when she's asked to be a bridesmaid at her friend's Manhattan wedding, she jumps at the chance to get away. Dale has been best friends with Lucy for as long as he can remember. He's used to looking out for his oldest friend, and when she asks him to be her +1, he can't refuse. Friends to lovers trope. Classic. Alright, this one is Always in December by Emily Stone. Okay, so this is basically about a girl who runs into this boy. Like, she physically runs into him, and then he just, they fall for each other, and then he just disappears. But they keep running into each other over and over and over again. In New York City, in Edinburgh, which is in the countryside of England. And yeah, so they just keep, the world just keeps bringing them back together. This one is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. This is about a guy and a girl. They're just best friends. She's trying to save her family's Christmas tree farm, and she's entering this contest to, show how romantic and dreamy it is, and she lied on the application and said that she has a boyfriend, but it's not her boyfriend, it's just her best friend, but they end up falling in love. So, best friends to lovers. I haven't read this. That's just literally what the back cover says. So I'm not giving any spoilers away. I'm just summarizing the back covers for you guys. This is a thick, heavy book. Holy crap, how many pages are in here? Over 400 pages. This is The Tourist Attraction by Sarah Morgenthaler. So this is basically taking place in Alaska, and this guy owns a restaurant called The Tourist Trap, and then this girl legit gets stuck here. Alright, I've had this book for over a year. This is Christmas at the Cupcake Cafe by Jenny Colgan. It's basically about this girl who owns a cupcake shop, and she was taught how to bake everything by her late grandfather, and it's based in London. And she's basically in a relationship, a serious relationship, and he is offered a job in New York City, so she has to figure out if she wants to do long distance with him or not, and just figure out all the stuff that's changing with her life. Alright, and this is the last one. This is called Eating Her Christmas Cookies by Alina Jacobs. It says a holiday romantic comedy. This is a big book as well. This is well over 400. This is almost 600 pages. This is literally just okay, so the back cover is their two perspectives. So I'm assuming it's one of those books that goes from the guy's perspective one chapter to the girl's the next. It switches back and forth. That was exactly how window shopping was. It went from Aiden's perspective to Stella's perspective, which I really liked that a lot. So that's what this one is like too. I'm gonna have to just sit here and figure out which of these books I want to read next, because I'm having trouble deciding, to be honest with you. That's all the Christmas books that I recommend and that I have that I'm going to be reading this season. If you like any of these, go ahead and buy them. I'm going to link all of them in my Like to Know or in my Amazon storefront. It's going to be down below. So currently at Target, the books are on sale. Buy 2, get 1 free. So if you see any of these books that you like, go ahead, grab them from Target. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me very well. I just realized that the heater was on and you guys are right in front of the vent. So if the audio is crap, I'm so sorry. I apologize. That's it for this year's Christmas book recommendation video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because I am doing Vlogmas this year like I did last year. I'm very excited for it, and I've got some gift guides that I'm going to be coming out with pretty soon, so make sure you stick around for that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.